So guys, as we know, the ant bowl got a bit ruined yesterday. As you can see in this next clip, it got covered in talcum powder, baby powder, whatever you want to call it. And it was a bit down about this. So I decided maybe I could rescape it. It looked horrible and I wasn't happy, so that's what I did. So first, I started off by taking out all the pieces and everything. I cleared the bowl until it's completely empty. Look at the state of that. God, it looks yuck, but not for long. Not for long. Luckily I managed to save the granite, so I can rinse that off and reuse that. Now let's give the bowl a buff up. There we go, voila, look at that brand new bowl. So first of all, we're going to add a drainage layer of the granite. This is very crucial because this takes a lot. Next up, I'm adding some dry moss. This will help absorb any moisture that falls through the soil and should help catch any soil. Next, I'm going to add some activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is good to reduce rot, eliminate toxins, absorb excess moisture, and for nutrient release later. I got my brush and I evenly spread it all over the moss, make sure all areas were covered. Next up, I added the first layer of soil, making sure it was evenly flat so I had a nice base to build off. The last bowl didn't have much wood in it and I really wanted this time to have more wood, so I had to cut a piece to fit. This is where the fun begins. I started playing around with different styles of presenting the rocks until I found the style I was happy with. Took a few attempts, but I got there in the end. Then I put in the piece of wood just to double check it fitted okay, and it did. There, it's looking alright already, I think. Next I added the next layer of soil, brushing it off the rocks just to present the rocks a little bit more. Then I added the piece of wood that I cut and added another layer and started scaping it to the vision I had in my head. It's very important to get the scape perfect. Next up, I gave the bowl a little wipe, cleaned off any soil, excess soil anywhere that looked ugly. And now it's time to moisten the soil a little bit. I'm moistening the soil so it's easier to scape. Gave it a little quick wipe down again, and there we go. I added this little piece of wood, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that in here. Now it's time to start building the steps. I smashed up some slate for this, and I decided I didn't want that piece of wood, so off it goes. I covered the top layer of the steps with some more soil, and yeah, that's looking alright, I think. That's looking alright. So far, so good. The image I've got in my head is starting to come alive, and that's what it's all about, man. I came in with my trusty brush and brushed off any excess soil and patted down any soil I needed to. The moss I used in the last bowl looked a bit dull and manky, so I wanted something more brighter and green this time. I had to cut the moss to fit into the places I needed it to fit, and here we go. Now the bowl's going to start coming to life. I added moss everywhere to try and give it like a grass effect, you know? There we go, filling in all the little gaps and nooks and crannies that I could find. Yeah, the step area is looking good. I'm happy with this so far. It looks lush. Now time to add some plants. I added this plant because I don't know, I really like the green red and I thought it'd bring some vibe. So I made a hole, planted it in. And yeah, that looks alright. I planted a few more plants. Now it's time to focus on the back of the bowl. So I cut some more moss to fit, and perfect fit first time. I love it when you get it right the first time. Then I added another plant. This was really nice, just to bring a bush, just to bring like a bush effect to it, you know? And then I noticed there was a little gap at the back step and I didn't like, so I got a piece of moss just to fill that in. That looks better. And this looked too square, and nature doesn't work in straight lines, so I cut another piece to fit, and that looks a bit more natural now. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Time to give the bowl another wipe. Reminds me of Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off, Daniel boy. There. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm pretty happy with this, to be fair. Yeah, it's looking quite nice, man. It's looking real nice, to be fair. Much better than the last bowl anyway. I think my escaping skills have notched up a little bit. Don't you guys think? Anyways guys, let's wrap this video up. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, repost and follow and share, please. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.